the CEO's daughter was shocked to discover the poorly dressed janitor in front of her was actually her biological father. But she didn't rush to reunite with him. Instead, she pulled out $2 million in cash and asked the man who couldn't drink to share a drink that would sever their ties. 5 years ago, the woman's company went bankrupt. Yet as her father, he chose to cut ties during her hardest time. No matter how she begged, she couldn't keep the person closest to her. What she didn't know was that his face was already covered in tears. He had no way to save her company, so he traded his own heart with a mysterious tycoon in exchange for a $3 billion investment and survived using an artificial heart. 5 years passed in a flash. With the investment, she became a billionaire, but her father had already received a critical notice from the hospital. With only 3 months left to live, he was ready to go, but couldn't stop worrying about his bedridden wife. Just then, the doctor realized he forgot the uncle's medical record and rushed out to catch up, only to run into the woman's best friend. Once the friend learned he traded his heart for the investment, she suddenly realized there might be more to the story. She hurried to the doctor's office to learn the truth, but what she found out left her deeply shaken. At that moment, her phone lit up with a group message. She looked and saw the misunderstood uncle was drinking the severance wine with the woman, formally cutting off their father-daughter bond. Just earlier, while sweeping the streets, the uncle accidentally saw a female CEO attending her godfather's birthday. An indescribable feeling welled up in his heart, because today was also his birthday. He pushed down his emotions and turned to leave, but noticed the careless CEO left her car window open and forgot her gift inside. After hesitating, he decided to deliver it, but the moment they met, he realized the CEO was his own daughter. Luckily, he was wearing a mask, or the reunion would have been too awkward. He quickly placed the gift aside, but in a rush to leave, accidentally knocked over a wine table. He apologized and offered to pay for the damages. Just then a guest recognized who he was. The woman called her father's number to confirm, and sure enough, his phone rang. She tore off his mask, and the familiar face reappeared. Guests began to accuse him, saying he came to cause trouble. He hurriedly explained, and pulled out his worn wallet, saying this was all the money he had, but the woman slapped it out of his hand, and dozens of her photos spilled out, photos from her entire life. She angrily asked why he still kept them. Her godfather stepped in to stir things up, saying the uncle was just playing the victim for money. Guests burst into ridicule. The uncle didn't want his daughter to be embarrassed, so he forced himself up to leave, but filled with resentment. The daughter said if he drank the severance wine, she would return his wallet and give him an extra $2 million. He thought of his limited time left and the surgery his wife still needed, so he agreed. Hearing this, the daughter was completely heartbroken. She threw the cash on the floor in front of him and turned to the wine table, cut her palm, and let her blood drip into the wine, declaring their relationship over. The uncle was torn apart inside, but still followed her lead, dripping his blood into the wine, and downed it in one go. The crowd was stunned. Guests recorded the whole thing and posted it in the group chat. Just as the best friend saw it, the doctor saw the uncle drinking in the video, and urgently said that alcohol could kill him. Hearing this, the best friend tried calling but no one answered, so she rushed to the banquet. By then, the uncle was already coughing up blood. The daughter's eyes were filled with regret. After finishing the last sip, he staggered toward the pile of money.